talking about.
Nah, and then I'll show you.
But yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hot damn.
We are going to be getting into Game 2 on New Gettysburg, though. Scarlett versus Violet. Can't wait for this to start.
All right. It is going to start soon, so you're not going to have to wait too long, my friend. Here we are. Spawning, yeah, in the bottom left-hand corner. Looking to be the queen of the north. Can she do it? All right, wait, I lied. In the bottom right-hand corner, it is Violet from Team Envious. I thought it was the left.
Some trickery coming out. Let's see if we see some trickery from this player spawning in the bottom left position of New Gettysburg. Give it up for the Zerg player from Team Expert. It is Scarlett!
I got juked on, man.
You got juked
I got
on
the
hard.
good old swoop and doop, man. The good old swoop and doop.
Endersword crossing you up, breaking some ankles right there.
Yo, Endersword on the court is serious business, by the way.
Yeah, he doesn't mess around. We do see both players going for a hatch first, up to 18 drones after that right away. Little bit on the greedier side.
Yeah.
Kind of respecting each other. Very surprising to me that we haven't seen even a single early pool.
I was wondering the same exact thing, and it wasn't even like they're on maps that they're very effective on. You know, we've seen King Sejong, that's very effective. Even New Gettysburg is also. So I'm actually very surprised, or maybe it's one of those things. Like once again, gentleman's agreement, ZVZ. Like, hey, let's really take it here at least until the 2-minute mark, or.
Yeah, well, I think the reason that they don't go for it anymore on this map is that path in the center is so easy to get an Overlord on, and
True.
you see the approach. Now, you can get very tricky, kind of go Jaedong style, and send it around the top, but if we look at Scarlett's Overlord positioning, she has sent her second Overlord to watch for that approach.
Exactly, yeah. And even if, say, you're using your Overlord just to go across the map, you can sometimes tell by that second Overlord positioning if you don't actually see it. Maybe sometimes it rings off some bells in your head too, where you're just like, oh, the Overlord timing is not the same as mine, so, you know, you can kind of maybe either get scared or just assume that she sent it up there. So it's kind of, I think it's kind of cool that she sends it there, and that means that Violet doesn't see the second Overlord, and he has to guess.
And it exactly, and it works out. And also, she's going to get vision on that third base. It's already on the way. Even that third Overlord is going to be going to watch that attack path.
Yeah.
So she's just going to have exceptional coverage. Now, Violet is also going to have very good coverage.
Yep.
Both players, once again, look like they're going for that fast third. Violet with a little bit faster, but Scarlett, once again, did elect to take a drone off of gas. Now, Violet is a little bit ahead on gas as a result of that. Just only about 25, so it's not a big deal.
Uh-oh, returning the favor.
Yeah. This does a lot, but we have Scarlett on the other side also targeting down Violet's Overlord. Will it get away in the bottom left? Oh, it does go down.
And so it supply blocks him.
They both actually get supply blocked right there.
Yeah, they both do.
Scarlett rebuilding her Overlord just a little bit quicker, maybe about 2 or 3 seconds quicker, so going to be very similar. Once again, though, we see Scarlett's speed finishing up only about 7 seconds faster this time, but just a little bit faster than Violet's.
Yeah, and she still went for the Baneling Nest, right? So she ended up taking the drone off of gas, but their Baneling Nests are relatively similar. There's not going to be any real timing to take advantage of, and now it's just basically looking at the production tab to see if it's going to be drones or lings, and it is indeed going to be drones this time around. So safety banes at home, and then drone up as best as you can, hoping that you can at least use that little tiny drone economic lead in order to defend and then be ahead.
Yeah, Violet did build a few more lings early on, so his drone count suffered a little bit, and Scarlett, with her round of drones, actually, they're going to be about even.
Right? Like,
CVZ is so funny.
The game of drones, you know, a wise man once said, a creative wise man, actually.
Ooh.
Whoop.
Whoa.
Not a lot of pressure, though, by the way. You know, like, this isn't the kind of pressure that is going to go and kill a third. It's just to be onto the map and hopefully force out some more lanes. But not really seeing that many get forced out. Only 4 for the time being. And then Scarlett just trying to squeeze out a few. Violet doing the same thing.
Look at that micro from Scarlett. Not losing any Zerglings there, I don't think. Unless I missed something, which is very possible.
Hey, man, that is what... Yeah, you're only human, Steadfast, okay?
I don't want to be.
I know. I don't think any of us want to be. I kind of want to be a rabbit.
I think you can be one.
You think so?
Yeah. Just believe in yourself. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Or my memes be memes.
Don't let your memes be memes. We do have Violet once again going for that roach attack before tech, building 8 roaches right there, whereas Scarlett going
man.
for layer and +1 before that.
So what do you think about this interaction when a player does go investing all of their resources into the units like Violet is doing versus the kind of tech, you know, +1 and then the road speed where it's like...
Scarlett needs to see this coming. Oh, she is building 6 defensive roaches, so that's going to help a lot, but she hasn't started those 2 spine crawlers she had last game.
No, exactly. And this is a big deal, you know, the attack path is very, very short on this map.
If she built, oh no, she just built 9 more drones.
Oh
I was
my
just
God.
about to say, if she builds any more drones,
Yeah.
she's going to be in a lot of trouble.
A
But she
world of
builds
hurt.
9 more.
Yep. And now it's all going to be up to recognizing what's going on. 1 spine crawler does come down for Scarlett. I don't know if that's going to be enough right now. She's up to 61 workers, but look at that army value from Violet.
And she still may not have any idea of this because of the blinding effect of killing those overlords. 4 Ravagers coming in for Violet,
Oh
and
my.
he's just going to be reinforcing nonstop. He is looking to absolutely end the game. We have spine crawlers coming up for Scarlett, but they're not done yet. And
Yep.
I think she has to forfeit this third.
Yeah, the third base, you could try to hold it, but it just would not be worth it.
No, the surround comes on so many of the roaches, and that's going to get all of them. Well played by Violet, and he's going to get so much of this. The drone's trying to come off the line,
They
but
have to fight.
they're getting derped on by the queens.
That's the worst thing to get derped on by, but it does look like the corrosive biles are going to be able to take out some of those drones, and they're fighting right now because of that drone advantage that she had. She might actually be able to hold here, but at the expense of so many workers.
But if she holds, that is still incredibly impressive.
Wow.
Scarlett pulling off what I thought was an impossible hold.
Same here, you know, and the thing is, even though 25 drones went down, she's only down by about 7. And keep in mind, she got that +1, unless she canceled it, as well as that road speed. So the tech advantage, oh, she didn't cancel it, so yeah, she does have that advantage. Scarlett did hold that, man.
That was brilliant. I cannot believe that. That was so well done from Scarlett. Now she is going to try and move across the map with that roach speed, with that +1 advantage. Oh, she might be able to get some
she's gonna catch
Ravagers.
the
That'd be
Ravagers.
huge.
Oh, one Ravager about to go
One is going
down.
to get taken out.
And these roaches trying to give their life for it, but there's a lot of lings here to try to get a good surround. But keep in mind, these are +1 roaches, so they are going to be able to 2-shot those lings. There was a big ling swell that came around, but I guess it just tried to get a wraparound.
Yeah, I think that was all they were for. And with that +1 advantage, those lings get melted, as you were saying. Scarlett is going to go home, though, and she's actually droned up a little bit behind this.
back to like, where were we?
Yeah, and she's going to be going for +2. So if this game continues to go on, she will have a significant army advantage. Now she is going to be behind in those workers unless she can drone up some more. But Violet building 12 workers right there, and Scarlett punching back with another 7 of her own.
Yeah, so it's going to be the game of drones once again, trying to just drone up that third as best. And I wonder what kind of tech it's going to be. Violet just now starting his lair. Not going to be a lot of tech coming out from him anytime soon.
This could be really bad.
she
Scarlett's
just
moving
left her
out as
base.
the counterattack is coming in. If Violet targets down the hatch, I think he can get it for sure. Even going to take down some of these Ravagers. That's a big deal.
Oh, but he pulls off of the hatchery in order to take off one of those Ravagers again. But, oh, this base, once again, Violet's showing that he's so good with the counterattacks, takes down the third base, and now the drones have nowhere to mine.
That was such a good counterattack for Violet. I cannot express how much damage that just did.
It's so important, though, right?
Actually, I can. It was 4 Ravagers and a hatchery.
How many minerals in the gas right now?
Oh, that's a
No, I'm
good
just kidding.
question.
No.
It's 700.
Okay.
700 minerals, 400
I
gas?
don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, well
R
played.
slash they did the math.
They did? Nice.
Yeah.
That's good right there. So, honestly, that was one of the best things that Violet could have done. And, you know, we were talking about that, like the tech advantage that Scarlett had. She was basically ahead in every aspect except for current army value, I think.
Yes.
So, and who cares about army value right then if you're not even going to be using them to attack? So, and if like all of them are lings, that's what you do with lings right there.
Yes, that was, he extracted so much value from those lings.
Like, he should write an autobiography just called How to Use Lings.
Yeah.
That would be Violet.
He can consult with Stefano.
Yep.
Yeah.
As well as Panda Bear Me.
Yeah. Stefano would be just like, oh, you just win the game.
Yeah.
That was a horrible Stefano impression. Why did I
That's
do
like
that?
more like White Raz.
Oh, it's simple. We make league and defensive.
So this army, or rather the supply of Violet is starting to skyrocket. And that's just because he was able to drone up and continue to mine from the third. So he has that production going on, while Scarlett lost the third base, doesn't get that extra income. And now, even though, you know, she had that tech advantage, it's not going to be as big of a deal anymore because Violet is starting to catch up in that aspect.
Oh, even killing a couple more workers at this base, every little bit hurts Scarlett a lot right now. Does mitigate the damage to only 3 drones, but that's still not gonna feel good for her.
Not at all.
Scarlett is going up for that +1 Carapace, and I don't believe that Violet has ever started as +2. So
No. So
if
it's
this
+2.
yeah,
of
+2
Scarlett.
versus +1, and it could be 2-1 versus 1-0. But Scarlett still needs to hold this attack, and this is a really big army from Violet. Oh wow, big vials coming down, but they missed slightly. Oh wow, those did not though.
Not at all.
Nice connections from Scarlett. Even fighting with this spine, she might be able to hold here.
Yep, it's all about that +2. She's hoping that it's going to be able to be the difference maker, getting some good positioning as well. The spine crawler is going to fall. Violet looking like he might be able to, but I think with the defender's advantage, Scarlett just might be able to hold on.
Oh, this was so close, but that was still a really good fight for Scarlett. Now, the spine did so much damage in that fight, and as well as the +2 attack.
Yeah.
I think Violet actually, during that attack, realized that he didn't have +2 as he started it up mid-attack.
Right
Yeah.
there, right? And then he backs off. So Scarlett not going to fall right there. And now she's at in that full saturation at the third. And also, she takes a 4th base. Violet didn't take another base, you know? He's continuing to just hope that one of these pushes are just going to kill Scarlett, and she's just going to finally fall over. But
Yeah.
definitely showing some resilience here.
And she's going to have a big upgrade lead if she does decide to push in here. 2-1 versus 1-0. And yeah, as you were saying, she actually double expanded during that attack. And Violet thought he could end the game right there. But Scarlett able to just hold firm and not give in, which has kind of been the name of the game of this series so far.
It really has been, yeah. I mean, even just all of her other ZVZs as well. Just refusing to die, you know?
Oh, nice biles on that Overlord.
All right, so thinking about these Hydras, you know, a lot of the times we don't see them as much, or we will see them made from lurkers as well. Violet adding the Hydras into the mix, is that, you know, think is going to be the difference maker here
almost
when
takes it
+2
down.
finishes? Or
Hydras do a ton of damage, even with Ravagers. I think I prefer Lurkers if you're going to go into Hydras.
Yeah.
He hasn't started that Lurker Den just yet, but it is a very valuable thing to have. The problem with the Hydras is they are so expensive.
Yeah, they're expensive and they're hard to dodge with the corrosive biles, I think. A bit harder, not like impossible.
Oh, we have Violet going for a Spire right now. Very interesting decision.
Now that's cool, actually. I don't think Scarlett will see that coming at all, especially after seeing the Hydras.
No, definitely not. Oh wow, if Violet moves up into this ramp, this could be a good concave for Scarlett, but she's not quite set up, and she's going to have to run away. Ooh, almost walked into a ton of biles right there.
Yeah, that would be one way to end the game, but definitely not trying to do it. After all this, why would you end up doing like something like that?
Oh, he's dancing with death right there.
Yep.
Oh no, don't walk into those, please.
Oh, down goes another Overlord. Both of them are losing a few Overlords here and there. Violet, oh, he's going for a huge concave, and he's going to try to assault the 3rd and 4th base location, but Scarlett does set up on the creep. She can maneuver a bit better here, and you know what, with the defender's advantage and also the reinforcements, she's just going to get a nice concave, but it's all about the Hydra DPS. Is it going to be enough here, Steadfast?
It's so hard to tell. I think that Scarlett with a slightly better concave and upgrade. Big biles actually coming down on the army. She is taking a really nice fight, and she actually takes a big supply lead.
Yeah, she has worker lead as well. And now Scarlett, gonna try to hope that the defender's advantage is gonna help her. Violet is pushing in. Violet.
Oh, Violet is starting to lose the rest of his army. Does have a couple Ravagers, but I would have liked to see him go home with those. And he's actually going to lose all of it to the reinforcement of Scarlett.
But the mutas, it's going to be the switch, right? So the reason why it looked like there wasn't going to be that death push is because he's going to go for this. Potentially trying to bait Scarlett into counterattacking. And then as soon as they get revealed, it's too late. You've invested so much into the Roaches, and then guess what they can't do? Shoot up.
They can't shoot up. And
I didn't
that's
even let you guess.
17
I'm so
mutas.
sorry.
That's okay. I think it's okay that you held my hand on that one.
Yeah, I got you. But here they come. Scarlett is now alerted about it. She says, oh, hell no, you can't shoot up. Unless a lot of mutas. That's not even just like 5 like we saw in the last game.
Yeah, this is a huge muta switch. This is a game-ending muta switch
It's a
coming out.
Jaedong level muta switch.
It is a Jaedong level muta switch if you watched his ZVP back in Heart of the Swarm. And Scarlett really has no answer. She is trying to build up Hydras, but they're going to come out from each base, and there's not going to be a lot of them.
Nope.
Violet, what are you doing? Don't go home.
Oh, he wants to deal with this roach push, but I think he has enough roaches at home to deal with it. Maybe not, actually. That is quite a few roaches. Not.
I would like to see him just maybe even pull back into his main and just end the game with those
With the
mutas.
mutas, right?
But as it is, he's going to be able to kill all of these roaches, so it can't be that bad of a decision because he's still not going to take any economic damage, I don't believe.
No, he shouldn't. And keep in mind, he did end up going for the 4th. So if it were to be the case where he didn't take the 4th and he was still on that 3 bases, I would not agree with that. But securing it, making sure that he's able to go ahead and at least, I guess, make sure that he doesn't die to something dumb like a roach run by and he's like, wow, I just lost like 25 drones.
Yeah, exactly. So while that was a good decision from Scarlett to send those roaches across the map, and it was a necessary one, she traded out basically, what, 25 roaches?
Yeah, that was not a
for time.
Yes.
And basically maybe 5 roaches of Violet. So Violet taking an exceptionally good trade there. The Muta switch was just so brilliant in this game, and he has really, really taken control of this in a big way.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, they've actually both gone for centrifugal hooks, but have not built any banelings.
Interesting. So as we go into this later stages of the game, I think what you were saying, the fact that you need to use the mutas to get damage done is because you know what? When you get to this 4-base stage and you're able to at least afford Infestors, you're able to afford Hydras that have +2 upgrades, +2/+2 by the way for Scarlett.
Yeah.
You have to keep in mind that mutas, they're just not as effective. You know, I think in general, you use mutas in order to secure other bases while denying other ones of your opponent. You can't really deny with that many, yeah.
No, not so much. Important to note is that Scarlett has been on 4. Oh, wow. Big shots coming out from the Hydras right there. I think probably getting 2 mutas. And Scarlett also adding on Infestors, which is going to be so good to add on to this army. So the problem with dealing with mutas is struggling to secure more bases.
Well, I think Violet knows that he shouldn't be just carelessly flying his mutas around.
Yeah, but those Infestors are still lurking very close.
Yeah, all it takes is one mistake. Oh, I'm just like envisioning it in my head.
Yeah, edge of my seat.
Yep.
Scarlett going up into Hive, by the way. I wonder if this is going to be for Vipers or perhaps Ultralisks.
Okay, Vipers would be a great idea. You know, just a few. Not only do they help with the parasitic bomb, but also with the blinding cloud.
They sure do. I'd like to see, we do see Violet going up to a 5th base. I'd like to see Scarlett do that as well, as she's probably going to be starting to mine out of her natural and even maybe 3rd pretty shortly. We do see a big army from Violet posturing across the map, but with these Infestors, Infestor, Hydra, eventually Lurkers, but for now, Infestor, Hydra, Roach, Ravager is a very, very strong composition. If she can hit the fungals on those Banes...
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, lock out some of the army. It's going to come down to the fungals, is ultimately... Well, it's everything.
Yeah, she has had a lot of time to build up energy, and Violet knows that's the case, so he can't just fly in there with a bunch of Banelings and hope for the best. Mutas are finally going to find something to do, though, and they get on in between the main and the natural, getting some good damage done to the Overlord. Supply blocking Scarlett once again. He's going to target down that Infestation pit. At least, luckily for Scarlett, the Hive is already done, but this would mean no more Infestors. And that was really risky, but he gets on out.
Oh, but he is going to take 1 or 2 mutas, just 1 muta loss.
Yeah, not too bad.
And we do have,
right?
Denies the 5th base, so nice job from Violet. And Scarlett's got to be so careful, but so does Violet. A fungal could mean doom for Violet.
Yeah, I think, though, at this point, the mutas have done a good amount of damage, and he's starting to realize that it's not really benefiting his army. I guess the only thing that I would agree with using them for would be maybe to go ahead. Oh, well, he's going to try to just trade him out, I guess. Not that, just what I was thinking, but hey.
Oh, nice fungal on the Banelings. Meanwhile, moving into the 4th base, Blinding Cloud blocking the entire army, but he moves right through it.
Okay, well, Scarlett, though, is going to get a good position here.
Oh,
nice fungal on the army of Violet. She has superior upgrades here, just not as many units. Well, she does have more units now with everything popping out, and she has higher quality units here, especially with those Hydras.
Oh, man, this game is still so even.
It's insane. just think that the tech advantage for now with the Vipers, I guess, do favor Scarlett a bit.
Yes.
Only for the engagement. She has Lurker tech, but she's not making them just yet.
Lurkers would be so good in this game, but going up to that +3, having those Vipers, as you said, can be so beneficial. And this is something we almost never see in Legacy
I know,
of the Void.
I was going to say, right?
But that fungal Blinding Cloud combo is so good.
So sick.
You can render an 80, 100 supply army effectively 0 supply.
Exactly. You just leave them there, and they just have to sit there and take it.
Yeah, and
So-
that's not fun for any Roach army.
Unless you're the Roach army that is on the outside of it.
Yeah, so for that one, it's fun.
Oh, it's a hell of a time, you know? It's great. So-
And I believe, did Violet ever get +2 armor?
I don't think he got any armor, actually. Oh, he got +1, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3-2 versus 2-1. So once again, it'll be a full tier of upgrades lead for Scarlett. And this is really big. Now I think she does need to hold this base because Violet is continuing to pressure and he's continuing to have the econ lead.
Yeah, he continues to expand, you know, something that we weren't seeing as much earlier on. But he definitely has a nice grasp here.
Oh, I don't like that she let him down that ramp. But
Oh,
the
that's
Lurkers.
why. She's
Their whole
position?
position.
Okay.
Oh, she turns them on and fungles.
You were
Huge
just talking
fight
about
for
that.
Scarlett.
You were just talking about that. Good concave, but the Lurkers are still there. I don't know if he realizes. Now he does. We get back over here. You ain't going anywhere. And now Violet, realizing this error in his ways. Holy moly, that was sick. You were just talking about that, right?
Scarlett's bringing the ultimate trap, hold position Lurkers.
That didn't have, they had to hold fire as
Yeah,
well.
that was so sick.
Oh. Now, Violet needs to realize the situation at hand, realizing that he does have he also has Lurker Tech, I think, but, you know, I don't think he has the Hydras even on the map just yet, or even the gas to go for it, so.
He does not have the Lurker Den.
He doesn't even have the
He
Lurker
doesn't
Den.
have Hive on the way. He doesn't
Oh,
have the Lurker
man.
Den. Does he even have an Infestation Pit? I don't think so.
Yo, he doesn't. He's in the Stone Age compared to
Oh.
Scarlett.
Scarlett has been playing this out so well. This feels like watching Snoot.
Exactly.
So defensive.
Yep.
And so methodical, even going up to that +3 Carapace.
And knowing exactly the next step, you know, not getting stuck on the same kind of tech. Scarlett going into this with a much better tech advantage, but Violet does have the army advantage, but you have to keep in mind the quality of the units and then the engagement potential of the armies that we have. Roach Ravager kind of just throws their face at you and hopes that, you know, you roll over, but very, very strategic play when it comes to Lurkers, Vipers, Infestors, so many different units to control.
And Scarlett has always favored when she's behind taking the game to the late game and forcing it into that high-tech, very technical maneuvers. And we do see a technical maneuver coming out from Scarlett.
Sup?
2 4-Roach hit squads going to separate bases, going to be doing a lot of damage. Oh, we saw a nice little fungal on the armor to keep Violet distracted. But look at this, the workers are going to start to go down for Violet, already losing 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, and they're just losing so many, but the Vipers...
Oh, do not lose those Vipers. There are full energy Vipers right there. And I love the target fire on the drone. Scarlett already taking down nearly 20 drones, 21. That number is going to continue to go up.
And she just nearly halved the economy of Violet, doing so much damage. Meanwhile, she might be pushing in to this 4th base. Oof. Dodges those biles again, just barely with the Vipers.
Yeah, this is insane. If she sets up with the Lurkers there and then gets out of range of those corrosive biles, then Violet would love to do a counterattack right now, but can you really attack into this? Scarlett has upped her Lurker game to about 6. They are spread out. Violet only on Roach Ravager. His army is just not good.
Scarlett proving that she is, in fact, the superior color in this matchup.
The pink never dies. You know,
Heroes never die.
so this is a situation where I think Violet, like, he's stuck. The only way that he can go is to go around the bridge and then hope that Scarlett doesn't have any Lurkers out on that bridge either.
Which would be the sickest move. But we do see Violet trying to posture, but Scarlett has that position locked down.
It's so locked down, yeah. Violet, he really can't make anything happen here.
Scarlett has been so methodical right now. It's like watching a mech player.
Yep.
She even moves
the
the Lurker
dodge.
out of the way. Good job from Scarlett.
Really sick. not even losing those units, not getting sloppy, something that you really have to note too. Very, very down to the wire. She has a game to lose here, and she's still not playing it like, oh, well, whatever, we'll just try something here.
Oh, and here comes the big attack from Violet. Fungal's coming down, Blinding Cloud's coming down, blanketing the whole army. Oh, that huge Fungal in the middle. And Scarlett is looking to hammer this down, up 100 supply.
She's gonna do it! To the winner's final she goes. Scarlett 2-0's Violet in a